Good morning, everyone. Again, I'm Deshelle Kendrick, Director of Survivor Empowerment Services with YWCA Greater Los Angeles. And before we begin, there's been a lot of moving around. Everyone's here to support such an amazing event. I want to take a moment to ground ourselves in this space. So I invite you, if you're comfortable, to take a collective breath with me by inhaling deeply, hold, and exhaling lightly. Thank you for being here today. Your presence matters. We gather on the traditional and ancestral lands of the Tongva people. We honor and acknowledge indigenous communities who have stewarded this land for generations, and we recognize their enduring connection to this space. As we move forward through today's program, we want to acknowledge the conversations around sexual violence can be difficult and may be triggering. We invite you to take care of yourselves in whatever way you need, whether that means stepping away, taking a pause, or connecting with support. Advocates from YWCA Greater Los Angeles are present and available to you if you need any support at any time. May I have our team from YWCA just raise a hand? If you're in need of support, please reach out to our advocates. And now, without further ado, it is my honor to introduce our CEO, who leads this work with vision, commitment, and deep dedication to survivors and our communities. Ms. Lori Carmona, CEO of YWCA Greater Los Angeles.
Thank you. Thank you, Deshelle. I just want to thank all of our team that does so great work each and every day on behalf of all the survivors here and throughout the Greater Los Angeles area. So on behalf of YWCA Greater Los Angeles, I want to thank each of you for being here today and standing in solidarity with survivors. Today is more than a gathering. It's a powerful collection of what it means to come together as a community to say clearly and collectively, we believe survivors. We are deeply grateful to the City of Long Beach for your partnership and leadership in hosting the inaugural Denim Day Rally. Can we get some excitement around that? I'm excited. Thank you to the Long Beach Police Department, Councilwoman Tanua Thrash-Entuk, and Megan Kerr, Councilwomen, the Long Beach Human Trafficking Task Force, and the many community advocates and partners who continue to show up, speak out, and do the work every day. This moment is powerful, and it's proof of the impact we have when we stand together. At YWCA Greater Los Angeles, our commitment is to ensure that survivors have access to comprehensive, trauma-informed care, from crisis response to advocacy, therapy, and prevention and education. But we know that change happens through partnerships, through community, and through collective action. So today we stand together not only to raise awareness, but to reaffirm our shared responsibility to create safer, more just communities for all. Thank you for being here. Thank you again for your partnership and standing with survivors. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Councilwoman Thrash-Entuk.
All right, good morning all, and thank you so much, Lori, for your words as well as your partnership for today. As was stated, I'm Councilwoman Tanua Thrash-Entuk, and I want you to know that I stand here proudly with my denim on, and for those of you who know the work that I do in my office, this is not just about Denim Day, it is every day, and my colleagues hear me talk about the important work of ending violence against women, in particular from the dais all the time. So welcome to City Hall as we bring Denim Day here to the city of Long Beach. We are wearing our advocacy on our backs. Look around this room. The denim that we are wearing today is making a statement. We are making sure that our message that we will not tolerate sexual violence against anyone is made clear. It has no place in our communities, in our homes, in our relationships, and denim today is a call to action. We are committed to ending sexual violence by proving the power of collective action. As was stated by Lori, it takes all of us to bring the awareness, and that mission begins with each of us being brave enough to wear this denim today. We've gathered, and as I see this room, I'm so pleased to see so many individuals here willing to stand on this topic. Community leaders, staff, organizations, and so many more who are taking charge and saying that we are here to provide resources and support. So we've got a full program for today. In addition to our chance to say good afternoon to you, know that you've already heard some wonderful music to uplift our spirits. A self-defense demo will be taking place immediately after this program. There'll be more musical performances. You heard them warming up when Lori was speaking. There's an art installation and even food. All of the things that are needed to allow fellowship among community. Denim Day is our chance of healing and community. So I want to make sure that I take the time to thank all of our partners who are here. The YWCA of Greater Los Angeles, and certainly their partnership here in Long Beach, is one that we value deeply. We want to thank the CEO, Lori Carmona, for her words, and as well as Deshelle and Yisel, who are here today and helping to facilitate today's conversation. I also noted that members of the Long Beach Human Trafficking Task Force are here, and they've been great partners in our work to end human trafficking here in Long Beach. And I see our Long Beach Police Department here, and I want to thank Chief Habish for all of his support in these efforts. Today, in addition to the councilwoman that I'm about to introduce, I'm pleased to say that our Vice Mayor is here, and I want to thank Vice Mayor Roberto Duranga for being here. Round of applause. So today, let's make it the day that we stop violence against anyone, and together, let's begin to heal. Without further ado, I'd like to invite my partner on today's program up to the podium as well, and that's Councilwoman Kerr. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this inaugural Denim Day rally here at City Hall as we gather to show support and solidarity with survivors of sexual assault. I want to start by saying how incredibly grateful I am for the ongoing work and wide survivor network supported here in Long Beach. Thank you to the YWCA for choosing Long Beach as your home base for your newest Survivor Empowerment Services office, particularly to Deshelle and Yisel for your partnership in bringing today's event online. Thank you also to the Long Beach Police Department for your continued efforts day after day, year after year, to provide safety, security, and justice for survivors whenever possible. Your Denim Day efforts in particular with high school students and now middle school students across our city is incredibly important in continuing to model healthy, safe relationships at the earliest possible ages for young people today. Breaking down misconceptions at this early age and teaching young people the value and importance of enthusiastic consent, of healthy relationships, and assault prevention efforts are vital for creating lasting change. I'd also like to thank the Human Trafficking Task Force and all of their partners for the work that they have been doing. As long as I have been an active volunteer in the city, the Human Trafficking Task Force has been behind the scenes doing the work, especially with our young people. So I want to thank you for continuing to do that work. The story of Denim Day is one that truly highlights the misconceptions that continue to exist around sexual violence, but also highlights the power of coming together as community. The outrage we feel at the extremely disheartening case during which the court ruled in favor of the attacker, setting this dangerous precedent, brings us together in a united effort to dispel those misconceptions. I also want to thank our partners who are in the room. I've seen representation from Assemblymember Lowenthal's office is here. I believe I saw someone from Senator Gonzalez's office, and many of the team from Congressman Robert Garcia's office in the room. And we all know that Congressman Garcia is doing this work at the highest levels of our government, modeling for people what advocacy, allyship, transparency, and holding people accountable needs to look like. And we want to thank him and his office for being here. And continuing to do the work and speaking out. The national theme of Denim Day 2026 is Use Your Voice. And today we are using our voices to speak out and draw attention to the harms of victim blaming. We're using our voices to call out and welcome survivors into a space that sees them, supports them, believes them, and will fight alongside them. We're using our voices to challenge the notion that what someone wears should subject them to unwanted sexual advances or violent actions. We are using our voices to share stories, resources, and ideas that can further empower survivors to come forward without fear, to use their own voices, and to bring offenders to justice. We are using our voices to say we believe women. Full stop. And doing the work moving forward. Again, I am so proud of the robust resource and response network here in Long Beach, and I'm grateful for the continued work done by all of the organizations who are represented here today. Quickly, could we have members of our police department wave their hands? So, shout out to Commander Hughes, Commander Benson. Commander Benson, your work over the years in this area has been a model for all of us doing this work, so thank you. I look forward to seeing how this local event continues to grow. Tell us how it went. Tell us what you want to see next year so that we continue to invite more people into the conversation of believing women. I look forward for this continued work together and putting an end to all forms of sexual violence. Thank you so much. And I will pass it back to Yisel.
Thank you to all of our speakers and partners for your leadership and commitment to this work. My name is Giselle Lopez, Program Manager for YWCA Greater Los Angeles Survivor Empowerment Services Center here in Long Beach. It is truly an honor to stand here with all of you, community members, partners, and advocates coming together in solidarity. Today, we hold space for both grief and hope. We honor survivors, their stories, their strength, and their journey that are often unseen. This work is personal for me. Over the years, I've witnessed how sexual violence impacts not just individuals, but families, neighborhoods, and entire communities. I've seen how often survivors are expected to carry their experiences quietly, how normalized silence can become, and how powerful it is when that silence is finally broken. That is why spaces like these matter. At YWCA Greater Los Angeles, we walk alongside survivors every day, and what we witness is not just pain, but resilience, courage, and the possibility of healing. Healing is not always easy. It's not always linear, but it is possible. And it happens in community, through support, through being believed, and through all of us showing up. Today is a reminder that survivors are not alone, and that each of us has a role to play in creating safer, more compassionate communities. And with that, I'll pass it over to Program Director Deshelle to share about what today represents and how we move forward together.
Thank you, Isel. Today, as we recognize Denim Day, we stand in a global act of resistance. As Councilwoman Kerr previously mentioned, this movement began in a response of a harmful narrative that blamed a survivor instead of holding harm accountable. And today, we continue to challenge those narratives clearly and unapologetically. Because sexual violence is not caused by what someone wears, where someone goes, or who they are. It's caused by choices and by systems that must do better. So today is not just about awareness, it's about accountability and culture change. We affirm that healing is possible and that it is collective. And we invite all of you to take action with us by carrying this pledge forward. So as I pledge, please repeat after me. Believe survivors. Believe survivors. Practice consent. Practice consent. Challenge harmful norms. Challenge harmful norms. And build safer communities. And build safer communities. This movement belongs to all of us. If you or someone you know needs support, resources are available here today. We encourage you to connect, stay engaged, and continue these conversations beyond this space. Thank you for standing with survivors and for being a part of this movement.